Hi everyone, I'm Casey Williams. I want to tell you about the first time I ever saw the current generation Volkswagen Passat. I'd flown down to Chattanooga, Tennessee to see it at the factory where they're actually building the car. And it had been hyped so much and we've gone through all the effort to get down there. And then you see the car and it just looked like any old big boring American sedan. And it was a car that was actually developed for the American market. It's actually larger than the European version or the previous generation. So we saw the car, it looked kind of boring, but we had a nice long drive ahead of us between Chattanooga and Nashville. Get some highway time in, get to drive through the hills and kind of foothills of Appalachia a little bit. And during that time, really got to know the car, and from the inside, absolutely loved it. But it still was a little bit boring. So last year, Volkswagen worked on the exterior a little bit, worked on the sheet metal, crisping it up just a little bit, and made it a little bit more exciting. But I really do think it's one of the most exciting cars in its class from the inside. And let's go, I want to show you the V6 version of today. We've had the Turbo 4, we've had the diesels in the past, but I want to show you the V6. So let's go take a look at it. Well, the Passat's no beauty queen, but it's not hideous either, especially with the changes they made for 2016. I think it freshened the sheet metal, freshened the front end a little bit, and just gave it a little bit of an edgier appearance. Made it look a little more like an Audi, I think. But you look at the front of it, it's a little more of a wraparound, a little more aggressive. LED lighting, the headlamps and the driving lamps. Again, just made it look a little more aggressive in the front. Crispened up the sheet metal here in the hood. And when you look close, there really is a lot of detail in the sheet metal. You know, it looks like a big box until you see it, and it's really some nice craftsmanship done to give it a little bit nicer look. When you come around the side of the car, again, this is the SEL version with the V6 in it, 18-inch alloy wheels. But it's really when you come around the side, you notice that it's a pretty big car. It starts to take on the look of an Audi A6, an Audi A8, or just a much bigger Jetta, depending on your viewpoint of it. But again, I think the car has some presence. It looks very German. Looks like it would sit in the left-hand lane of the Autobahn all day long and be very comfortable there. Again, just some nice detailing, just very crisp lines, nice stampings. Chrome. I think it looks very nice. Come around the back. Also freshen the tail lamps a little bit. LEDs back here. Again, a little more of that Audi look, a little more like the Volkswagen CC when they're lit up. And the thing that you really would like about the Passat is the size of the trunk. 4 people have no problem getting their luggage in the back of this for a week away. Back seats fold down, you get bicycles in, strollers in, wheelchairs if you need to. But again, just a lot of space in the car. It is a very big car and it really has that presence when you're around it. Well, the last Passat we had a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine in it, delivered about 170 horsepower, in fact exactly 170 horsepower. This has the 3.6-liter V6 in it, and you get another 110 horsepower on top of that, so 280 horsepower. And I didn't think the turbocharged 4-cylinder was underpowered. This car, when you step on it, you can absolutely scorch the front tires. I like that a lot. Has a 6-speed DSG automatic transmission in it, and you get 20 miles per gallon in the city, 28 miles per gallon on the highway. So 280 horsepower, a large mid-sized car, and you get 28 highway. So I think that's a pretty good combination. If you need better gas mileage, the 4-cylinder would be a better choice. But the Volkswagen is not just about the engine. It's also about the chassis. You got a fully independent suspension, and it's a very crisp suspension. The steering's very light, but you can drive the car very precisely. It feels very German. In fact, for a big car like this, it feels a lot more like a Golf or Jetta than it does a bigger mid-sized car. So I think for the cars in this class, I think it's one of the nicer driving cars out there. Well, the Passat clearly didn't feel a need to be flashy inside, but it is comfortable and it is loaded with all the safety tech you'll ever want. So you've got heated leather seats front and rear, you've got dual zone automatic climate control, the new touchscreen that was new last year. I think this is one of the best in the market. It's right up there with the Chrysler system, which was kind of my previous favorite. But very easy to flip through the infotainment system. This car does come with the Fender audio system, and again, I would absolutely get the Fender audio system if I was choosing this car. I just got Elvis Presley's new album, The Wonder of You, and I've been listening to it. It's got the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra on it, and it's just been great listening to it through the speakers all week. I like that a lot. Some of the safety gear this car has. It's got the forward collision warning system in the front with auto brake. It's got the blind spot warning system, lane keep assist, automatically nudge the car back into the lane a little bit if you start to go across. Rear cross path detection. So it's got a full suite of safety technology as well in the car to really keep you out of trouble. Got the sunroof. Again, nice thickly wrapped leather steering wheel. And this car also has the autonomous parking system. So you still got to modulate the throttle and the brake, but it will steer the car into a parallel parking spot. So again, just a lot of nice technology in this car. And it's just kind of, you sit in the car, it's very firm, and you feel like you could drive this car across the continent, and it'd be very comfortable, and the seats would be supportive, and you'd really enjoy the drive. Well, I'll say it again. The Passat is not the most exciting looking car, but if I were to get in a car and drive across the country, this car would be near the top of my list. The seats are supportive, it drives nice, it's got plenty of power, the gas mileage is decent, the audio system I love, and it really is just a nice drive. Lots of room in the back seat. You can take 4 people anywhere you want to take them. And it comes with a price that's really not that high. So the car starts at $22,500 base price. This one, fully equipped, $34,815. And again, I think for what the car is and all the features on the car, it's a very fair price. Well, next week we'll have another fun car. Until then, storm forward.